Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Paul. I've got a confession to make. My car looks great on Instagram for an old Hilux anyway, with all the stickers and everything else, but something I've been very ashamed of is the paint job. One thing you don't notice until you're right up close to this car is how awful this paint job really is. So after years of wanting to fix it, we're finally going to do something about it, and I'm starting a new project now over the next couple of weeks. I'll be stripping the car back and we're going to paint it back to its former glory. Alright, let's get to it. I've got a huge job ahead of me, so let's run through the plan of attack. First things first, this bull bar is coming off. The bull bar's got rust on it. We're going to strip this right back, wrap to coat the bull bar. The grill here, we're going to paint the grill, paint around the lights. That's all going to look new again. One of the worst bits of paint work is this bonnet. I don't know what somebody did when they originally painted this car, but it is horrible. Due to the previous clamp style roof racks I used to have on the roof here, no matter how tight I was doing them up, the clamps, they were still slipping and wearing away at my paint here. So I've got big rust marks both sides of the car here where it was wearing away the paint. So that looks absolutely horrible. Got paint missing all the way down here where it's starting to rust here. There's a big rust spot at the top here where my light bar, as it was sliding, was actually rubbing on my roof. So there's heaps of rust on the roof. That's all got to get fixed, which means this week here I'm going to pull the roof cage, all the 12-volt wiring from the roof. Everything's going to come off the roof here. Next weekend we're going to pull all these stickers off. When we go to the paint shop, that canopy's coming off, but it's fully stripping it back, ready to paint. This used to be a beach car before I got it. So you can see here the doors got big rust spots too. There's actually whole bits of metal missing here, so that's all to be cut and shut and fixed here. All this rust to be fixed, back to new. Paint missing below all the windows along here too. It's just horrible. These Camping Down Under stickers I've been wanting to take off for a very long time anyway. It's my old design, and you can see it's actually pulling away from the door skin here, and the entire sticker has shrunk by at least probably 15 mil. So it looks horrible. It's got to go. Now under the bonnet isn't too bad. The only thing we're going to do here is the top of this grille here. There's a few rust surface spots along top of this grille. After nearly rolling the Hilux in the Flinders Ranges, I've decided a whole new plan of attack here with the roof. Even though it is very useful having everything up here, I can just throw firewood up here while I'm camping, everything else. It is way too top heavy. I've got to reduce it. So this roof cage is going, it's not going to go back on. That way I'm not tempted to throw extra stuff up top. Half this stuff is going to come off now, and it's going to be a lot lighter. Like I said, it's been very embarrassing admitting to you guys that this car does need a lot of TLC, but I want to include yous on the journey to making it look more respectable. Now first thing I'm going to do, pull off these 12-volt lights. The whole antenna here, I've got to feed that back through the canopy. I've got two light bars up here, they're going to come off too, so all the 12 volts going to come off before we can even start taking the awnings off. So far only the awnings and the Bazooka water tank are off, and look how bare it's looking already. Oh, this is going to look so different. You may remember this diesel heater I was sent a couple of weeks ago that I had in my live stream. I was planning to do a product review on it, but after using it I've decided it's just not portable enough to be considered a camping product. It'd be perfect if you're going to install it in a caravan or a van, but for just trying to bring to camping each weekend, it's just not portable. There's just too many wires, hoses, there's a big fuel tank. It's just too much of a setup to be able to have this every single weekend down camping. So they're going to send me a more portable unit, and I'll check that out and do a review on that for you. Now I have the job feeding all these wires that lead up to my roof with all the lights and antennas and that, feeding it all back through my canopy. This job is just getting bigger and bigger. I keep finding more things I have to pull apart. When I'm getting the car painted, I want to be able to paint behind the car as well. So this whole canopy has to come off to paint the back of the car here. Trouble is, all my 12 volt runs to the front end of the car as well. So every single wire that attaches to this canopy has to come out, which means the whole 12 volt system's got to come out. I've got to undo everything from in here and start from scratch. Then we're going to walk forwards then. Lift up. Yep. Okay. Around the, yeah, there you go, around the window. The mirror. Are you around it? Yep. Yeah. Oh. Roof rack's off now. It's really starting to look different. The other side there, the roof racks are actually starting to lift from the roof. So what I'm going to do, I'll leave these on here for now until the car gets painted, and then I'll drill out all the rivets, we'll pull it off, we'll paint the car, and then I'm going to drill about 3 times the amount of holes and put 3 times the amount of rivets in here just to try and hold that down. That's it for day 1 video, guys. I think I've pulled enough off the car for today. Next weekend, I'm going to rip off all these stickers, bring it back to factory, and then we're not going to paint the car until the last week of July, so still a few more weeks to go, and then it finally gets a full respray. Alright, catch us in the next video.